Here we go. Peace, everyone. I'm Joy Rosa with Earthworks Acupuncture, and our special guest today is poetic soul singer, songwriter, and cultural organizer Jonathan Santos, aka Santos Soul of GlocalSoul Edutainment. And Santos holds a BA in Poli-Sci from NCA&T, Aggie Pride, and is a Sifu instructor for Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, and Gung Fu. Welcome, Santos, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Peace. Yeah, great. It's an honor.
Yay. So can you tell us a little bit about your history as like a performing artist and cultural organizer in the South and where you're based now?
Okay. Been weaving this music and cultural organizing and wellness together. I'm gonna say maybe like 15 years to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Been a while. Primarily based in the Southeast. Filling back, Carolina 500.
Yes.
And yeah,
Cool.
that's what I got.
And you're in Oakland now.
Currently based in Oakland, California, the Bay Area. Loving it. Beautiful. Each place has its different medicines, and this place is a really powerful, special place.
Righteous. So, Santos, your mantra is, I'm changing the world by changing me. And I've been hearing you belt that out for over a decade when we were in our old hood or even across like the channels and the waves. And this is a really powerful mantra. Can you talk a little bit more about why this is so important for you? Like why this is so important for you over the years you've been singing this?
All right. I'm changing the world by changing me. So, change is the only constant, and it's got to come from within. So for me, just getting, I'm trying not to say attached, but attached, like, okay, well, oh my God, I didn't know that this was happening with the environment. I didn't know this was happening as far as equity, race, class, culture. I didn't know this was happening, with our food, with water. But ultimately, you have to start with self. You have to make those changes with you, with one's own lifestyle, and live it. We have practice. We study, then we have a practice. But it has to become a way of life, not just a practice. So build that up and start with self first. So that's what I'm striving and walking in as best I can on the daily.
Yes, I love it. And I love the message because we're not a part of the elements, they're not outside of us, they're within us, they're surrounding us. So it's very important to be aligned within yourself to be aligned outwardly as well. I think that's
very much
a positive, powerful message. So your mission is to deliver life-changing edutainment and programming that empowers healthy collective and individual social change. And we hear the mission, but can you tell us a little bit about like the need, like with a culture and historical narrative, it's often harmful, like positive self-image, identity. Just talk about, being a Black man from the South and being out in Oakland. And
Okay. Well, yeah, it's definitely a need. GlocalSoul, was birthed, I don't know, maybe 2 decades ago conceptually, and I've put everything under that umbrella. And it's pretty much building and connecting community. And, being originally from New York, growing up Japan, Korea, then being based in the South for some time, and then now making my way to the West Coast with all my travels. Primarily the most communities affected and with barriers to wellness are Black and brown communities. So it's just all about making it practical. We have a lot of yoga classes, a lot of plant walks, herbs, permaculture, Tai Chi, Gung Fu, but as far as making it relevant to the people that have the largest health disparities, that is the work. And no one's in isolation. So, in traveling and going to these communities around the world, unfortunately, melanated people worldwide seem to be thriving with very little, but still haven't had the consistent access to these things that are free, just breathing and stretching and, tapping in that way. So all of the programming is centered on supporting that. And, you know, as they say, like, as the South goes, so does the rest of the nation. Well, as Black and brown people go, you know, so does the rest of the planet.
Yeah.
So that's what that's about.
Absolutely. And I really do think too, Angela Davis spoke on this too, like their social movements would have looked so much different, and would have had, I think, a longevity to them, you know, not to say that they didn't plant seeds along the way, because obviously we're here, but they would have had maybe a different outcome if they would have had self-care and self-practices really rooted into their movement work. And so that is what this platform is about. That is what we're doing. And I'm so, again, thankful for having you on. Tell us a little bit more, why are sound healing and movement meditation like Qigong and Tai Chi and Gung Fu meaningful to you?
I mean, music is how I heal.
Yes.
It's how I process all of this. And, you know, I love to share it. Some people like it. But, you know, that's my personal medicine, as well as Tai Chi, Qigong, and Gung Fu. You know, that's how I stay in my body. That's how I stay grounded. And it was a gift planted to me. Had been blessed to have some very capable and profound teachers that have joined the ancestors at this time. But yeah, it's how I keep my sanity. So yeah.
How often do you practice? Is it a daily thing for you now, or?
It's been a daily thing for a very, very, very long time. It's like one day without practice, it's 3 days.
Right.
It's 3 days. So if you miss one day, whoo, you know, just stay on that bike, stay rolling.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really important to express that, you know, this is for everyday people, you know. So if you are just intentional about taking a walk and breathing mindfully, breathing intentionally for 1 or 2 minutes, you know, that's a practice.
Yes.
You know, and it has to become regular until it's a way of life. So, you know, it's not an intimidating, grandiose thing. It's really simple things that we can incorporate.
Absolutely. I try to do that too sometimes with my dishes, because for the longest time, you know, when you don't live with a dishwasher and you're like, I got to do these dishes. I got to be joyful about doing these dishes.
Yeah,
it's a blessing to have dishes in the sink to even wash them in. So I'm going to, you know, sometimes I put on music, sometimes I don't. I do put on music when I cook though, because it just adds an extra flavor to my stuff.
Put it all in there.
Cuisines. So with your music and movement-based meditation and therapies, again, you're evoking collective awakening to attune or even reattune into your individual and collective highest actualizations. So I think I was reading on your website, like, get your energy up, and I really love that. Would you maybe mindfully walk us through some of your favorite Tai Chi or Qigong form? Like, tell us a little bit about who you learned a form from, and maybe kind of walk us through like breath work.
Okay, certainly. And since you asked to walk, I'm gonna walk literally on screen. I'm at the amazing.
Oh, you broke up a little bit. Can you repeat that?
I said I'm at an amazing community space based in Oakland, Soul Tree Alchemy. And so that space is centered on community healing and magic, you know, because we are the magic. So, yeah, this practice, get your energy up. You know, we can't, no one knows the time or hour, how long we have on this planet, but we can add more life to our years. It's something that my root guru, Sunyata Saraswati, taught me. And again, he's an ancestor now, but under the Shindao energy arts, he taught the Tibetan white crane Tai Chi Qigong system. And so, yes, real gentle movements. And so I'm gonna share a few. Oh, you. All right. So you don't have to hear. If you don't hear everything, just mimic the movements as best you can.
This out the way.
So open up. Shoulders relaxed. Fingers relaxed, waist relaxed, knees relaxed, pelvis slightly tucked under. You want to put the tongue at the roof of the mouth and just take a few breaths into your lower belly from there. So these exercises are called Qigong, or I think of them as energizers to get your energy up. So this first one is called Crane Draws in Qi. You're gonna raise your arms up and draw them back towards the body, underneath the arms. Slight squeeze, stimulating the lymphatic ducts. You're gonna extend your hands out. You're gonna open up overhead, and exhale as you send the energy back down to the earth. So a little more fluid, coordinating the breath. You're gonna inhale, drawing the hands back. Exhale, extend the hands out. Inhale, and exhale. One more time. So we're stimulating our lymphatic system, boosting our immune system, opening up our lungs. Exhale. Inhale, open up nice and big. Exhale, sending it down to the ground. And last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Another one we'll do, we're gonna hold a ball, like we're holding a small energy ball. I love Dragon Ball Z.
I'm an airbender.
Yeah, gotta get them elements, airbender. So we're holding our ball. We're gonna inhale and stretch through the heels of the palm as we press up and down simultaneously. Exhale as you bring your hands back to the center. Inhale, opposite side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, extending up, pressing down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. From here, you might not be able to look at the camera, but I want you to torque the waist, pressing the right hand up overhead and the left hand back behind you, as if you're trying to look over your shoulder and still see the camera. Unwind back to the front. Excellent. Same thing, opposite side. Pressing forward with the left hand, looking over the back shoulder, and exhale as you come back to the center. Opening up the waist. Inhale. So these gentle movements, exhale, are opening up the meridian system or the nadi system. Opposite side, inhale. And those are the energetic exhale. It's the energetic superhighway all over the body. Inhale, one more time, both sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last thing I want to share. And you can just sit here and see if you can feel any sensations, any chi, or ki, prana, lung, ashe, bioelectricity you can feel. Just a little something in between your palms, depending on, if your stomach is full or empty, depending on what's going on. Our energy is a lot more expansive or condensed. So see if you can just move your hands like an accordion and see if you can feel that, maintain that connection. So these movements, whether we want to, if it's just self-love, or if we want to put it into a hug to share with a loved one or a friend, we're putting it into cooking, or we're putting it into crafts work, or anything that we're doing where we're extending and exerting our energy, we can share this energy with others or with the work that we're doing. So the last thing I'll share is to clear. So whether that be, energy is moving all around us constantly changing and shifting. When you're in an intense situation, maybe it's an intense conversation, or you might be feeling a little anxious, just inhale, bring the hands up overhead, and as you clear, fingers not touching, just come down the center, coming through the crown, through the throat, through the chest, through the lower torso, through the legs, all the way down through the feet. Again, nice big inhalation, and just clear. The crown, all the way down through the soles of the feet. One last time. As if we were gathering up a lot of fresh energy, fresh light, just to recharge, and as if we were pushing out any stale, stagnant energy down from our crown all the way through the soles of our feet into the earth. The earth is this amazing, amazing force, goddess, entity that transmutes a lot of our stuff willingly and lovingly. So we could just, clear our vibe. But yeah, just moving into different spaces, like, oh, wow, I was in a loud car, I was in a loud party, or I might have been in an intense conversation. I might just need to step back, clear myself. So those are just, a couple of things that, people can incorporate into their life, 5-10 minutes.
Yes, I love it. I love doing that. And I have a daily Qigong practice as well, and I really do appreciate that. Those moments in my day. Lastly, Santos, this is more of a personal fan request. Would you be able to play Changing the World by Changing Me?
I appreciate it, no doubt. Yeah, weaving it all together. So, yeah, I'm excited. Always grateful to share.
Thank you.
So, the question I'm asking you and everybody tuning in is, what are you committed to changing in the world around you?
Yes. You want an answer?
What you got? Interview.
I'll try to help raise this vibration. I mean, here we are, in these quarantines. It's a really scary time right now. And just to really help instill hope in people, we're at the really large precipice of change right now. And I think it's really important to enter that change, that space of change, in as much positivity as you can, because things are changing for the better. An old system was not working, and now we get to co-creatively make something very brand new. So this is very important, and it's definitely part of the mission.
Very dope, very dope, very dope. All right, well, that's what I got. Standing at a crossroads, facing life's real roads, leaving indecision, man, with the silly superstitious plans, quick schemes to big dreams. All your hustles get away from me. I'm seeking out the simple things, like peace and longevity. Way's been a little bumpy, till I learned to live so free. Now life is so easy, I can hear the still voice inside me say, it's not how big do you wanna be, or how big you were born to be. Keep hard working honesty at the center of your reality. I'm changing the world by changing me. I can't change nobody, gotta start with me. So I'm staying sucker free, no haters, no negativity. Can't tax me, I'm living so free. I'm changing the world by changing me. Can't change nobody, gotta start with me. So I'm staying sucker free, no haters, no negativity. What's inside of you, how's it gonna fit your truth? Be the change you wish to see. Set my heart to sky and day. Take a look at our world, cause a change is so necessary. Soon we'll find out who is the real evolutionaries. And please don't let my people be contrary. Now you may say I'm a dreamer, but well, I know I'm not the only one. So meet me at the work end, or we can get the job done. See, let's not wait for the world to change. Fight to tear it down or blend and play the game. But I say we trailblaze. Do something, make it better for the babies. Left or right, there's no right or wrong. This is your life, your song. Whatever path that you choose, you were built to see it through. I'm changing the world by changing me. 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 Changing the world by changing me. I'm changing the world by changing me. I'm changing the world. Da ba da ba 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 da ba ba changing the world, by changing me. I can't change nobody, gotta start with me. So I'm staying sucker free, no haters, no negativity. Can't tax me, I'm living so free. I'm changing the world by changing me. I can't change nobody, gotta start with me. So I'm staying sucker free, no haters, no negativity. What's inside of you? How's it gonna be to choose in this quarantine? The height you can achieve anything. Come on and vibe with CWCM and Earthworks. That be me. And you too. You gotta tap that vibration inside of you and get some sunshine, drink some water, eat high vibration foods, and stay connected to loving people, changing the world by changing me. Let's vibe high and all rise on this team.
Yeah, thank you so much. Gosh, I've missed hearing you play so much. I'm so glad that we had this moment. Well, Santos, again, like, thanks for collaborating and sharing your gifts and your movement work with us today. And hopefully we'll, maybe have you back on some other time for some movement work. And I'll link all your linkables and, have people connect with you. And
Appreciate you. Yes. Masterpiece Tai Chi, Team CWCM.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for this work, for this really important healing work. And, when the world takes its out breath and hopefully has changed and everybody doesn't strive to get on the hamster wheel, we celebrate your credentials, your achievement, and just that, you're keeping it going. You're keeping the wellness going by highlighting so many people doing their passion and their work. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
So much. I appreciate you. Well, everybody stay peaceful, stay powerful, and stay steady practicing. Peace.